Hi, I'm Terrinique Pennerman, founder of the best-selling naturally curly hair care brand Kurlee Belle and host of the Terrinique Show, a show where we talk about hair, a woman's crowning glory. I'm so happy that you've allowed us to be a part of your hair care journey, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Terrinique Show. I'm so happy that you guys have decided to join us for another episode. On today's episode, we're going to talk about 8 signs that your scalp is unhealthy. If you've watched previous episodes before, you've heard me refer to our hair as a garden and the scalp as being the soil to that garden and the hair as being the plant. So if the soil is not good, so if the soil is dry, if the soil is not being treated properly, then the plant does not grow, it does not flourish, because the plant gets its nutrients from the soil. So if your scalp is unhealthy, this will cause your hair to also be unhealthy, dry, brittle, split ends and breakage. So we want to ensure that we have a healthy scalp. But here are 8 possible signs that you may have an unhealthy scalp if you are not aware of what to look for. Number 1, excessive dryness. If your scalp is very dry and you find that you have to keep applying oil or even greasing the scalp. I am not an advocate of greasing the scalp. And greasing the scalp mainly is using a grease that is made out of petroleum jelly. Petroleum, it makes your hair and your scalp look like it's moisturized. But what it does is it basically slaps a band-aid on the problem. It does not address the problem. Petroleum creates a barrier between, your scalp and just getting moisture in. So it can cause more harm than good when you're using petroleum and greasing the scalp. So if you find that you have excessive dryness on your scalp, the best thing to do is get a shampoo your scalp, shampoo it frequently. If you see that this is not helping, if you're keeping the scalp clean, it's not helping, use a nourishing scalp serum. We have one, it's called our Blue Renew Nourishing Scalp Serum, and is made from blueberries, chamomile, coconut water. It basically helps to hydrate the scalp and make the scalp more healthy and soothes the scalp. But if you find that you're shampooing your scalp, keeping it clean, using the nourishing serum, and it's still very dry, then you may need to go and see a dermatologist to help with your scalp issue. Number 2, dull hair with no shine. So dull hair with no shine is usually a result of an unhealthy scalp. Why is that? Because a healthy scalp produces natural sebum. In curly hair, the natural sebum does not, fall, or the natural sebum does not fall like it would when you have straight hair. The purpose of our natural sebum is to moisturize the scalp and the hair. So if you find that you have dry, dull hair with no shine, it's probably because your scalp is unhealthy. Number 3, itchiness. If your scalp is itching, that means that something is happening. You either have dandruff or there's fungus or bacteria, and you need to cleanse the scalp of all dirt and debris to get rid of, the reason why it is itching. Again, if you have dandruff, you can use a dandruff shampoo. If you find that that does not work for you, then you probably need to see a dermatologist. Number 4, an inflamed scalp. Anywhere that there's inflammation in the body, that means that there's an issue, with that area of the body. The same with the scalp. An inflamed scalp means that your scalp is unhealthy, and you need to investigate what's going on that's causing the inflammation so that you can bring your scalp back to a healthy state. Number 5, redness. If you have inflammation, you're probably going to have redness. It's probably going to be sore from scratching the hair or whatever issues you're having. So redness is a sign of, just like unhealthy skin. If you have redness on the skin, an issue is going on, there's some irritation, maybe you're allergic to the hair products you're using, maybe you're putting products on the scalp that shouldn't be on the scalp, and that's why you're experiencing redness. So redness is a sign also of an unhealthy scalp. Dandruff, number 6, is, of course, we know that dandruff can be caused by a number of issues. One of the ways to combat dandruff is to cleanse your hair. Use a shampoo. Get rid of the dirt and debris that's built up on your hair and that's clogging your follicles. This will help you to get rid of dandruff. Great, solutions for dandruff. There's tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is very good for dandruff. Cinnamon is also good for dandruff. So you can dilute these in coconut oil and apply them on the scalp and then rinse them off of the scalp. This should help with your dandruff. We also have a Mask E scalp detox, which helps with dandruff. It's made from apricot, chamomile, and blueberries. And what you would do is just scrub it on the scalp, like gently scrub it on the scalp. And that will help to lift up all dandruff flakes or any kind of irritation and kind of soothe the scalp. So use a scalp detox or a nourishing scalp serum to help make your scalp healthy again. Number 7, scabs and flakes. When I used to get relaxers, I would get scabs on the back of my neck, like the back of the hairline, from the relaxer, because leaving it on too long can cause the skin, like the chemical eats through the skin, and that causes a scab. We know that if you get cut or if you have a bruise, sometimes it scabs, right? That's the same thing when you're using chemicals on your scalp. If your hair is over processed, then of course your skin, your scalp can be over processed, and it will leave a scab. So if you find that you're doing a chemical process like a relaxer and you're getting scabs on your scalp, you need to stop immediately, because that is not a good situation to have. You don't want to be over processing your hair or your scalp, causing burns, and that can cause like irreversible damage. So the area where you have the scab, maybe your hair never grows back in that area because the follicle has been permanently damaged. So you want to stay away from chemical processes that burn the scalp and that cause scabbing. And number 8, any type of scalp discomfort, like with tension styles, where they cause the scalp to be like, bunched up and not smooth, that causes an unhealthy scalp, because your scalp is not supposed to be in that type of position for a very long time. So that will cause inflammation, redness, irritation, and all the things we've talked about if you are wearing tension styles that are pulling and tugging on the scalp. So again, 8 signs your scalp is unhealthy. Number 1, excessive dryness. Number 2, dull hair with no shine. Number 3, itchiness. Number 4, inflamed. Number 5, redness on the scalp. Number 6, dandruff. Number 7, scabs or flakes. And number 8, any type of scalp discomfort. I hope that this information was helpful to you, and if it was, give us a thumbs up, follow, like, and share. We are the Terrinique Show on all social media platforms. Have a great day.